how's everyone doing? So today's video I want to talk about cleansers, and I want to talk about how do you know if your cleanser is right for your skin. And I'll be sharing a little test that you can do to see if you are on the right path or not. I kind of view it a little bit like a domino effect. Like if your cleanser isn't right, it's kind of like, you know, a ricochet through the rest of your skincare routine. So for example, if you're using a cleanser that's really stripping your skin and it's actually drying out your skin, you might think you have dry skin, but actually it's just the cleanser causing that. So then you go out and buy like maybe a really heavy duty moisturizer that you think is doing good for your skin, but actually your skin type truly isn't actually a dry skin, it's more from products. So that heavy moisturizer might then be a bit too much for the skin, which then you start breaking out and you're like, what is going on? So you think you've got really dry skin and you're breaking out, and it's like, oh my god, like it is so confusing. The first step with a skincare routine is really making sure that you are getting products which suit your skin type, and I think the first step is the cleanser. So let's talk about how you can figure out if your cleanser is the right one for you or not. Basically, it's a very simple test. After you've used your cleanser, you should never feel that tight kind of it's kind of like a tight sensation. It's kind of like that feeling like you've stripped off. Like if you've got oily skin, a lot of people actually like the sensation because they feel like the oil's really been like taken off their skin, but that's just your skin being stripped, and it is that tight kind of uncomfortable feeling. Like if you feel like after you've cleansed your skin you need to get some kind of moisturizer or something on your skin like ASAP because it feels uncomfortable, that cleanser is not the right one for your skin type. What you're aiming for is you want a cleanser that when you rinse it off, your skin does already feel quite, you know, supple and comfortable before you go and put your products on. Now, a little tip when it comes to cleansers, usually the cleansers that are going to strip the skin the most and make your skin feel quite tight is anything like foaming, anything that uses detergent, so which usually comes from those kind of foaming face washes, because the detergents make that kind of like emulsifying like bubble as well, and that can really strip the natural oils off the skin and cause that discomfort. Other things could also be how you're removing your product. So if, like for example, if you're using an oil, you know, maybe the cloth that you're using is quite aggressive and it's really like stripping off that way, or maybe you're using those washes that have lots of acids in them and maybe that is a little bit too much for your skin. It really depends on your skin and your skin type. So try out the test, see if your skin feels uncomfortable after cleansing your skin, and if it does, then you know then that is a step in your skincare that you really need to address. And what people usually find is that when they switch their cleanser to something a little bit better suited, they find the rest of their skincare kind of starts to apply differently, and just the results seem to like be better as well because everything is just working as it should be and not having to compensate. Another thing to remember is that when we do strip the natural oils from the skin, that's when our skin feels like it needs to produce more because it's all been taken away and our skin does need natural oil, so it has to like overcompensate. So that's another benefit you might find if you switch to the right cleanser for you, is that your like oiliness of your skin might balance out better. It also then could lead to less breakouts because, you know, that could be one of the triggers for you. Now, there is never going to be a one cleanser fits all, and something that kind of irritates me the other day I saw on social media is that someone was speaking about like a certain cleansing method and basically said, like, gave a really strong opinion that no one should like ever go near it and it's really, really bad for people, and it kind of put a lot of fright in people like in the comments. And I kind of think, personally I really disagree, because I think that all of us are very different, our skin is very different, and different cleansing methods are going to work for different people. You know, let's take the oil cleansing method for example. It works fantastic for me, it works fantastic for a lot of like you guys who have messaged me, but of course there's going to be people out there who it doesn't work for, and that goes the same for example for acid based products. Like lots of people find really great benefits with, you know, salicylic based washes. Me for example, I cannot use them, it will break me out like crazy, my skin just doesn't respond well. So I think listen to your skin and do the test, see how it feels, and sometimes it is a little bit trial and error. In general, when it comes to cleansers, I like to go things that are very just gentle and simple, to be honest with you, with cleansers. I don't like to overcomplicate that step, so I like to go for either creams that are very gentle on the skin, nothing that foams. I find the foaming action is what strips the oils and strips the skin. So personally I don't really go for that. That's just my like thoughts on that. I love an oil, I really do. I just think the thing with oils, it's about finding the right oil for your skin type. Anything water-based people usually find really successful as well. But yeah, I would go for something gentle. Personally, I would leave your acids to your like serums and to your treatments. I don't really like to put them in washes. I just find it's too much for that first step, especially if you're going to use this cleanser day and night. So if you're using it more than once a day and you're using it every day, I just feel like when the acid's in the cleanser, it becomes like too much for the skin, and then that can cause the skin to become more sensitized. So yeah, that's kind of like my thoughts. I always go for something very gentle, and yeah, there's probably loads of different recommendations you've got. So I'd love to know what your favorite gentle cleansers are in the comments below to help all of us out and like share some recommendations. But yeah, that is today's video, guys. I wanted to share that with you on how to find the right cleanser for you and a little test that you can do. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you did. It really helps me out so much. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and join the family. To my side right now, I'll put one of my skincare routine videos if you want to see what I use on my skin. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.